We are down to our final 2 rips from this season, and this is our second last one. The dice decide our packs. We rolled a 1. We're picking the where we left off last week. The one right after that is 21-22 Tim's Team Canada. So sick content of this. The women's cards are awesome. You'll see some sick ones on the screen. Let's see who we can get. There's Blair Turnbull. That is a Nova Scotia born player from Stellarton, Nova Scotia there. That's awesome. And then behind that, we got John Tavares on the back. And our insert's going to be one of these championship medals. And it is of 29. That's Taves, right? Yeah, there's Jonathan Taves. That's sick. Nice way to start off there with the Nova Scotia Maritime. That's where we are located here in Nova Scotia. And we rolled a 6, so pack number 2 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are Bedard hunting. It would be great to end off this season with a couple of Bedard pulls. He's having a breakout year, and it'll be nice to add a few of his to the collection. But it does look like we have a Young Guns and a die cut. So let's see what that ends up being. We've got Mark Stahl, Dakota Joshua, Matthew Tkachuk, David Kampf, Connor Sheary, Luke Shen, Timothy Liljegren, Cam Atkinson, Gustav Nyquist, and our inserts are going to be, this is going to be a numbered die cut of 71. Who is that? Pospisil? Walker Dewar. I think these are numbered. They might not be now that I'm saying it out loud. But Walker Dewar looks like non-numbered. So Technology FX13, UD3-4, and I don't see any numbering, but it is a cool die cut of a rookie of Walker Dewar. And then behind that, we have got a Seeing Red, I believe the parallel version of Wayne Gretzky. No way. That's a sick card. Wow, that's a nice looking card. Holy. And behind him, we've got a Young Guns. Let's see. 94? Yeah, 94. I don't know who that is. Linus Karlsson. Okay. So I don't know a whole lot about Linus Karlsson. I think he is getting some minutes with Vancouver, but in a depth role. And maybe with Rossi coming in, he'll get bumped down there. That is sick. And I think these are the base version. They're not the red parallel. I think the parallels are silver in the foil, not red. I think red's the base. But I remember pulling 2 of them at once and trying to figure out which one was the parallel and which one was the base. And it was the Fantilli that was the parallel, and it was silver, if I'm remembering correctly. But we're rolling to our third pack, and we rolled a 3, so we're going 1, 2, and we're coming back to the front. We are getting a repeat pack. It is the one we just opened, extended, and boy, oh boy, I think it's time for a Bedard. We've got something die cut again. It looks like the same parallel. It looks like the same pack, to be honest. It is that die cut. It's the Seeing Red, and it's the Young Guns. So interesting. Let's see who it is all over again. We've got Lars Eller, UC Saros, Justin Holl, Matt Dumba, Marcus Johansson, Alex Iafallo, Brandon Carlo, Ryan Donato, Terashenko, and I'm betting this one's going to be numbered this time, or maybe there's just 3 in a box. But is that going to be Wallstad? No, it's going to be Ottinger, right? Or Matt Murray? Matt Murray. There's 2 Matt Murrays bouncing around the AHL and the NHL right now. Checking on the back, it looks like that is just the base version. So nothing too crazy there. And then we'll check out the Seeing Red here. It'll be hard to top a Gretzky, that's for sure. But that is Anze Kopitar, who is a Hall of Famer and future Hall of Famer, and also a captain of the LA Kings. So Gretzky there on the Oilers, but both captains of the Kings at one time. And then we've got a Young Guns back here. Let's see who we've got. It's a goalie on the Rangers. Is that Garand? Yeah, Dylan Garand. So he played on Team Canada at the World Championships last year with, I think the starter was Binnington, and Fleury played a game or 2, and I think Dylan Guerin got in a game. They lost in the quarters, kind of disappointingly, and hopefully they don't have that same showing at the Olympics this year. Hopefully it's more like the Four Nations, but I don't think Dylan Guerin will be there, but hopefully he'll find a net soon. He was a World Junior goalie back in the day as well. Getting into pack number 4, we rolled a 1, so we're grabbing this one right here, 23-24 Tims. A redemption would be sick if it's not expired, but there's a bunch of really cool stuff out of this. You'll see some really nice ones on the screen. But Tim's has sick cards regardless. So let's see. We got Vejmelka on the back, Darnell Nurse on the front. And here, it's a Hockey Triumphs of Mark Stone. Very nice there. Captaining the Vegas Golden Knights, former Senator. We'll get into pack number 5. And we rolled a 5. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is 22-23 extended, so you'll see a few on the screen that we are going after, but I would love to get something unique to extended, kind of a retro-y, maybe hobby exclusive. That would be awesome. Doesn't look like we've got that. We've got kind of a general insert, but we've got Nikola Malosh, Adam Boqvist, Daniel Sprong, Eric Stahl, a future Hall of Famer in my opinion, Frederick Anderson, Vladislav Nemesnikov, Mark Stahl, and then back here we've got a Ducks, and these come together, 3 of them. That's Zegras, but there's 3 cards that you can place together, I think all of the same player, and it makes like a panoramic. Oh yeah, you can see them on the back there. Trevor Zegras, Anaheim Ducks, Star Center. 2022-23 Star Center. And getting into our 6th pack, we rolled a 1. We are pulling another Tim's pack, 23-24. Let's see if we can get that redemption here. Maybe a donut too. I think this was the first year they started giving out donuts in them. But William Nylander and Sebastian Aho are the base cards. And back here, it's EP, right? EP40, yeah. Elias Pettersson on the Superstar Showcase. Very nice insert. And we'll finish it off here with a 4. And we're finishing off with Tim's. I can see it already. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is 21-22 Team Canada Tim's. Love this series. You'll see some cool cards on the screen. But there's some great Hall of Famers in the base and some women's cards. Let's see who we've got. We got Bowen Byram on the front. We've got Shane Corson on the back. And I think we might have a captains here. I think the name's on the top, so we're going to pull from the bottom. It is Makar? No. Dylan Strome. Wow, very nice card. Captains there. But interesting way to finish off. We did get a Young Guns, and actually 2 Young Guns, and a really nice Gretzky card. I am fired up about that rip, and I'm fired up about what's coming for 7 random rips. Quick sneak peek at what we'll be opening in the next one. We've got a lot of Bedard. We got Bedard in that one, Bedard in that one, Bedard in that one, and a nice retro here of nostalgic o-pee-chee set. But if you did like this as much as I did, it helps me if you leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks a ton for tuning in, and take care.